Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Thought you might like to know what the March calendar holds for the channel. And we'll go through this quickly. Going to be a smaller agenda for this month. We're getting off to a late start, as you can see. But definitely 7 episodes should be no problem to get to. Still a good half dozen at least things that I'm really looking forward to doing. So possibly another episode or 2 after that. We'll have to see. I have a lot of ideas I still haven't got to yet, which kind of sucks. But I like doing all this regular scheduled stuff. So we'll get to all that. And that's what I'm talking about here. So as soon as you see this video, you'll probably see the one for the monthly haul, 13 most recent. Commercial acquisitions, 2 or 3 are reacquisitions, and at least 10 of them, I think, are new to me pickups. You should see that, like I said, really soon, if not already. And then I'll follow that with a new to me album review, commercial, we're talking. So this is something I picked up in December. I'm going to go through Tom Johnston's solo debut, Everything You've Heard Is True. And in my opinion, everything you've heard about this isn't true. I really like this album a lot. We'll get to this 1979 Platter review following a couple days after the monthly haul gets shown. A bootleg update, I think we're due for one of them. I try to do them every month because they really, Japan just keeps things hopping. So keep you up to date on that as best I can. I got 3 or 4 new pickups to show you also just from the last few weeks. Something from Kiss, a Van Halen product, a couple others, some cool stuff to listen to there or talk about there. And also 3 or 4 things I've been listening to lately. Give you a little lowdown on those, bootlegs. So that's the bootleg update. Follow that with a bootleg review, and I believe I'm going to go for a review of Led Zeppelin's Tour Over Mannheim, 1980. July 3rd, Mannheim, Germany. Double CD, soundboard. This one's from the Moonchild label. Kind of a discount label, but you know, it all sounds the same. So good enough for me. This one, a little interesting of a title. I've got a few of these 1980 tour shows now talk about. This one, I think, the best of the few that I've got. So that's to follow the bootleg update. A few days later, you'll see that bootleg review. Video review. This is something I'm only going to do every other month. I think that'll just about cover it. Not a whole lot comes out commercially, but we'll cover those, and there's going to be a lot of videos to talk about. I'm talking about new releases. Give you all the latest concert video, new release news, bootleg and commercial. And I think I've actually picked up about 5 new titles since we last spoke about those. All bootlegs. We'll get into that a little bit, and we'll follow that episode a few days later with a review of, showed you this pickup pretty recently, Kiss Live Largo 1975 silver press DVD of this really cool show. One of the performers on here really knocked my socks off. Surprising stuff. Also an interesting in-house feed on this one too. If you haven't seen this one yet, it's not part of Kissology. A lot of Kiss videos come out lately. I just go for the ones that aren't already officially released. This one of those. Great one, so we'll do a review for that. Next, Love You Long Time will feature Anthrax's Fistful of Metal from 1983. Another really good one. I think the target for this one, been whole numbers so far, but I think for this one, maybe I'll go 8.5. Really used to love it. Also kind of remember not always listening to this album all the way through. Sometimes yanking it on side 2 halfway through. So I didn't necessarily love the whole thing. Loved what I loved, and let's see if that all still holds up after all these years. So that'll be the Love You Long Time episode. Hopefully, like I said, get into a couple other episodes. I'll also be throwing out a poll right around when you see that Anthrax for which Love You Long Time will be next. I did that for the last 3, which were really close. I think Twisted Sister was 37% and Sabotage was 34%, or something like that. Anthrax 30. They were all pretty neck and neck with each other. But I'll throw 3 more at you because I got about a half dozen candidates laying around. So throw that out your way. You guys get to pick the next Love You Long Time after the Anthrax. So one quick thing. Got the option now to monetize the channel if I want, which I'm kind of surprised at. You know, and I spoke about this about a year ago. People were seeing ads saying good for you and stuff. That was not my doing. That was all just YouTube. So I don't know what the deal with that is. They can run ads on anything, I guess, and chose to. And I looked into monetize, and I have to be honest, I had a lot of things basically misunderstood about a year ago. I thought you needed 25,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,200, by the way, which is awesome. So I appreciate that. But that's not apparently part of being able to monetize. You don't need 25,000 subscribers. It has something to do with views also. So I guess we hit it on the view end. And I'm not saying I'm definitely doing it, but I am going to look into it at least, float the idea. As the biggest thing for me was, and again, I had some bad information. I heard from someone who's got a channel that I watch that he got flagged for putting album covers and pictures up on his videos, which, as you know, I do all the time. I love doing that stuff. And I said that I would not monetize if that was part of the problem. However, he was saying he gets copyright strikes for that stuff. I do it all the time, and I don't get copyright strikes. I have got 3 or 4 of them. They had to do with music playing. I was in a record store and the music playing, copyright strike, whatever. And also from, put a couple videos up, the videos that play behind me while I'm yapping away. I put them up so it's a little more interesting than just staring at this gorgeous face. And, I would just pull the videos down immediately and edit them out and then put them back up. So I don't think you necessarily get copyright strikes for having album covers and pictures up there. Now, I don't really know. I guess if I decide to try it, I'll find out. But another thing I think was bad information. So I don't know. I might explore it. One thing you guys probably don't realize, or maybe do, whatever, is that you see a video. These videos I do take me about probably every 3 or 4 minutes of video you see takes me an hour. And, it's probably a pretty good ballpark. So yeah, that 60-minute Sabbath video I put out a week or 2 ago, yeah, that probably took me 16, 18, 20 hours of work. It was 9 pages of notes to do it, an hour or 2 to shoot it, and yeah, 10 or 12 hours to edit it. That's about right. It's about 20 hours of work. So, it's not going to make me rich or anything. But I don't know. I'm not even decided about it yet. But I'm considering it because why the hell not? If I get to do what I want, that was my big pet peeve a year ago. If I can't do things my way, I'm not going to monetize. It sounds like I had some bad information. It might be possible to do it. I guess I could try it, and if it doesn't go well, just undo it. But anyway, just throwing that out there. March looks like a good month of stuff to me. Guys, I only do things that are of interest to me. I don't do things just to do them. That was another thing. I thought possibly having a monetized channel meant you had to hit quotas of views and likes or whatever with each video. That was just me in my head. I didn't hear that from anyone. That sounds wrong. Sounds like you get to just do what you want, and, if people decide to run ads, they run ads and things like that, and really not a whole lot to do with the content itself and how great it does. The better they do, I guess the better you do and so forth. But doesn't mean you don't have control of the content. You still do. So that's my biggest thing. So anyway, that'll do it. Hope you have a good time watching the March content, and everyone will have a great friggin' day.